everyone, Leanne from Nifty Notable Studios here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the purple Botanical flipping folio. So I'll give you a quick little flip here. You've got the two pockets that open out with an additional little side tuck here, as well as the pocket in the back. It's fairly simple to put together. Go ahead and show you, these are the pages that you will print. The kit is available on my website. So these first 3 pages have the 2 pockets as well as the backing. For this, I used a heavyweight paper. I will have it linked in the description. You can use whatever you're comfortable with, but that is what I used. And then for these inserts, I just used a plain printer paper. I did back this one as well. The backing paper is included in the kit. And then for the tags, I used a heavyweight cardstock. This one is backed as well. I'm going to go ahead and come off camera and get everything cut and mostly inked, and then I will come back and show you how to assemble it. Alright, I am back. So I have everything inked and cut and ready except for this one piece because I am going to show you one little thing to make this a bit easier. So I do use a scoring board just because I personally find it easier and then I get crisper folds. Yes, I'm doing this backwards, but I want to line up that point. Okay, and then for the tip is on this flap. So I'm going to score right on the edge, but then I'm going to move it so that my score line is centered between the 2 divots, and I'm going to score again. So this is going to give me an extra little space so that when I assemble this, you can see how there's a bit extra room. That way you've got a bit of a spine and it lays a lot smoother. So, this out of the way. Sorry that there's that reflection from the light. So we're going to fold this side first along the first score line. And then we're going to fold along the second. Okay, so now we have that little spine there. I will bring this over. If you're anything like me, you may have to go back and do a little bit of trimming. Yeah, so you've got that little bit sticking up there. To make sure it's smooth. Okay. So I'm going to give this a quick ink. I am using Vintage Photo Distress ink. And then you want to make sure you get this little spine piece as well. Normally wouldn't go on the back, but just in case, we'll get this fold here. And you can always print on the inside of these as well. I don't really see the need because hardly any of it is going to be visible except for this little crease. So I generally go in and give it a quick little ink so that there's no white. Okay, so there's that. And if you want these flaps to fold in the other direction, when you're cutting it out, you can always just cut this flap off and cut your own on the other side as well. All right, so we're going to start with our back piece. This is directional. You can see there are flowers. The easy way is this splotch goes up in the top right corner. And then we have our little pocket here that's going to attach like so. You could always cut out a little half circle if you wanted to. I use art glitter glue. That is just my personal preference. I do put it in the smaller containers with the tip because I can control it a lot better and get less out. Of course, sometimes it dries and I need to clear that out. Okay. Just gonna line that up along your edges. Got a second to readjust. I always use my bone folder to burnish everything down. Make sure I don't have any glue coming off. All right, so there's our back piece. So next we have our larger pocket. So we're going to start with gluing this down. You're going to glue the bottom and the outside edge, which will go next to the fold. Okay, now what I do to make this easier for me is I fold this over and get everything all lined up. Set it down so that my bottom's level. And then I flip it over and open up my little flap. Then all I have to do is add my glue and lay it back over. I find that makes it easier for me and I get a nice even layout. See? So quick burnish. Alright, so there's our first pocket. And then on this back side here, we have the little side tuck. Now this does have text on it. So you do want to make sure that it is facing right side up. It is faint, so it's not going to be a big deal if it's not. What I generally do to help myself remember is I'll draw a little arrow on the back, just so I know which side is going to be my pocket. And then grab my ruler just to help me get aligned. And if you are comfortable with eyeballing this, then go for it. I am not. All right, now you have a couple different options on how you can decorate this. There are the ephemera pieces. Obviously, some of these are a little large. They could always go in a tuck or something as well. You could go with something larger. There are the butterflies as well. I have not inked these because I am not planning on using them. That's just me. There are also these different little circle options you can use. This was the one that I originally designed to go on it, but there was extra room on the paper, so I gave you a few options. These are also 2-inch circles, so if you have a 2-inch punch, you can do that, and it makes it nice and easy. So I'm going to go with the cute little hummingbird, because he is my favorite. And just give him some glue. And then we've got this little number label to add on as well. And then this little tag with the daisies slips in right here. You could always punch a hole and add ribbons or something if you want. I kind of like the way that it looks just as is. And then our back pocket, we have the large green tag. Again, you can arrange this any way you want. This is just what I did. You could always add another piece of ephemera up on the top as well if you wanted. There's the flowers, which mimics that. Whatever you want. I like it a little bit more simple. That's just me. I'm going to take this out for right now because we need to put this one on. So again, I'm going to line it up because we do want to make sure that this one goes all the way over. Okay, so I've got it there. Everything's laying smooth on the bottom. I'm just going to flip this over and then open up my little tab. And I forgot to glue it together, so we're going to go back and do that in just one sec. Getting ahead of myself. All right. At least this lays flat, so that is good. So we're going to glue the bottom and the side. Okay, and there you go. So we'll slide this back in. And then this tall one here, we have this piece of ephemera, which is a page from an old seed company book. So we'll slide that in here. Along with our other tag, other large tag, I should say. And then our little pocket, we have this one, which is another page from the seed company, which you can fold in half, so it's not quite as large. Put that around. Fold that in there. We'll add another page from the catalog back here. Flip that over. Got a little library card with the daisies. And then one last little tag with the wildflowers. And there you go. So that is how you assemble the purple botanical flipping folio. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I will have the supplies that I used, link in the bio, as well as the link to purchase this kit. Hope you have a great day. Bye.